everyone! Before I turned to Christ, my opinion on Christianity was that I don't want to follow something that has a book that's written by a man, follow an institution created by man with rules, rituals, creeds written by man, and just recite these things. I thought it was really stupid, and I thought that people who didn't question it were very naive and uninformed, and I thought myself as informed and open-minded, so I didn't research why Christianity might be invalid or anything like that. So I don't want to follow this blindly, so I don't want much or anything to do with this. I never questioned if there was a God. I always knew inside of me that God exists because I look around me and I see the sun and the clouds, the stars, the flowers, and I know that something bigger than me, not just science and a poof or cataclysmic explosions on me. So I refuse to believe that. I still believe there's a God, but let me look into other things, which you'll see in my testimony. The concept of open-mindedness is to be willing to look at new ideas completely unprejudiced. I think this new comes from ideas that you weren't exposed to before, that you're not familiar with. So Christianity isn't a new idea, but it might be a new idea to someone who has not researched about Christianity yet. So I was looking at Christianity with my prejudice that, oh, this made up my mind. Done. Full stop. I didn't do anything to say like, well, okay, that might be true, but let's see why this came about or anything like that. I did nothing like that. The church and a lot of people with their money-making schemes and their hypocrisy can make, like, it could raise red flags and people think, well, that's a bunch of BS. But you're thinking of the idea with a bias, with a prejudice, and therefore you're not making an informed decision based on pure evidence. You don't go across those facts without your prejudice, so therefore you come to your conclusion very quickly and then sit back, relax, you're thinking you're open-minded. Something is not right with that. If we're going by facts and definition, if you're going into something with the idea that it's wrong, then clearly you're being closed-minded about it. And if you're discrediting something without even doing research or finding information about it, then clearly, and I have some healthy arguments with people who don't believe, and they're always telling me you should do more research. Clearly you're trash and you're very closed-minded if you think that this is the only way to live right or whatever. Okay, I ask them questions and I try to find out if they're informed about Christianity, and clearly they are not. And it doesn't take reading the entire Bible or anything like that, just to answer some of your fundamental questions. You know, how could God have been a man? That makes no sense. But you have to research that without thinking, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. You go in there thinking, okay, people believe this, why? Just full stop like that, no prejudice. So I think it doesn't mean that you can't have opinions. Now people think because I'm a Christian that means I'm automatically closed-minded towards everything. That is not true. I've come to an informed decision based on evidence without my prejudice. I look at certain things and I know they make no sense, and therefore I wouldn't even try to get into that, if that makes any sense at all. It doesn't mean you can't have an opinion. It means that you're actually willing to take in new ideas without prejudice when the case comes up. Are you really open-minded? And if not, there's nothing wrong with being closed-minded. I think I'm like, if there was like some kind of middle, I'm in the middle. I do seek out other things and try to find information about them. Um, the other day I met someone who had a different belief than mine, and I went very deep into researching. And each time I came across something that didn't make sense, I just shook my head in disapproval, and I continued. I don't know why. I don't know why, but anyway, I continued researching this thing, and then I came to my final conclusion, and I was like, well, that's unfortunate that they believe that's the truth, and just proceeded with my day. But then there's other things I know that I would never look into, because I do definitely have a bias against it. I'm rambling, so just something to think about. Much love. Have a good day and a blessed. Have a good and a blessed day. I don't know why I'm gonna say that. It's also something that I'm accustomed saying. I'm not accustomed talking to a camera, so I guess that's why. Catch you guys in another video, hopefully. Bye.